This is some good claps. Are you hearing this? Hello. Today, we are finding out, what do VGC players hate? What do they hate the most? Which Pokemon, top 10 Pokemon VGC players hate? Number 3 will shock you. So, I made a tweet, and the tweet says, if you could ban any one Pokemon from VGC forever, what would you ban? Question mark? If you could allow any one Pokemon every year, regardless of rule set, what would you allow? I want some big brain answers, don't let me down. Spoilers, we didn't get any big brain answers. I'm very let down, but we're making this video anyway, and we're going to analyze the responses from this extremely big brain tweet. For those of you who don't know, the rule sets change every single year for VGC. What does that mean? It means that every year, a different subset of the total master set, what's it called? Solution set? Universal set? Anyway, out of all the Pokemon, this is the symbol for all the Pokemon, every year only certain ones are allowed. And I'm saying, hey, if you could allow any one Pokemon every single year, regardless of rule set, what would you allow? And same thing for banning, right? And actually, to be fair, it's a hard question. It doesn't make that much sense because the rules vary so incredibly, drastically. Like, comparing, 2011 to, 2016 or 2019, it's totally different formats. I do think it's a bit of a tough question, especially the allow part, but I also think that makes it more interesting. So, these are really dirty. Can you see that? Anyway, let's jump into it. Let's do some analysis. So, starting off strong, we've got Giovanni Costa, who says, Cortana, 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 Cortana. I might have an extra Cortana in there. He doesn't specify if he wants it banned or allowed. I'm going to assume banned. And then he says Volcanion would be cool to have. So, that's 1 for Volcanion and 9 for Cortana. Wow, there actually is 9. I'm the best. Next, tweet. Yuri, one of the best VGC players at the moment, and for the past few years is an extremely big success. Let's see what he says. He says, ban Snorlax, allow Mew. I think that's actually pretty interesting. I think it's interesting he wants to ban Snorlax because Snorlax wasn't a problem until, 2017, and I wouldn't even say it was a problem in 2018 or 2019, so I guess this might be a personal thing in terms of banning Snorlax. I do think Mew is a really interesting Pokemon. I don't know exactly how it works with the tutor moves. I know it gets Fake Out, but I think that's a Gen 3 only move. Mew is really interesting because it gets Transform. It gets, it has an incredible move pool. I love Mew. I love using Mew as a Pokemon. I do think it would be a little bit difficult to play against. Because it's a Pokemon that has almost, so many sets. It can Baton Pass, it can Boost, it can be supportive, it can run Will-O-Wisp, it has Recovery, it has, a lot of things going for it. So, I do think Mew is really interesting, and I would love to use it in VGC, but I think if it were, allowed every single year, that would be definitely interesting. Especially in a format like, 2017, where, 2017 there were some checks, but it would definitely be interesting, I think. Mew also has really good bulk. Harrison Sailor, Crow VGC. So, for those of you guys who don't know, Crow is old school VGC player, really, really strong. Multiple top cuts at Nationals, came really close to qualifying for Worlds a couple times back when it was super difficult to qualify for Worlds. And he says it's hard to pick a single Pokemon to ban since they can vary wildly from format to format. I guess I'd pick Snorlax though. He isn't a problem. It's the berries. Allow Cresselia. She offers consistent and varied speed control and support. So I think Harrison's one of the only people who said Cresselia, though I might be wrong on that. We'll find out. I think it's interesting. Again, we have the Snorlax pick, which is really interesting to me because I haven't had a problem with Snorlax in 18 or 19 or anything before 16. It was really just 17. And even then, he was really good, obviously, but it didn't feel too over-centralizing. It was just a really strong Pokemon. I wouldn't say it was centralizing. He was one of the best Pokemon for sure, but I definitely wouldn't say he was centralizing. So it's really interesting to me that two players who I respect both hate Snorlax. Cresselia, this is definitely something that comes from Harrison's experience as an old school VGC player. Cresselia was the best Pokemon in the format, or at least one of them for several years, 2012 and 2013 specifically. And also had some usage in 2015 and 2016 as well. Yeah, it was used. So I think that's probably influencing his decision, the fact that he has this kind of background. Then the past few years, Cresselia, 18 Cresselia didn't feel very good. Now that we have Incineroar, let's be real, Cresselia is really not gonna be doing that great, I think. Anyway, moving on. Rebecca says Stunky, and we're moving on from that. We're not reading anything else in regards to that. Mitch VGC says, ban Smeargle, allow Volcanion. Mitch is an Australian VGC player, really nice guy. I stayed with him and his roommate Dylan for a week in Sydney. And he's a Smeargle. So I'm actually, this is, I'm not supposed to, say whether I agree or disagree too much, but I think this is really cool. I agree somewhat with this. This isn't the one that I would personally say, but I then think part of it is that, you know, it's recency bias, right? I've had problems with Smeargle since 2016. Actually, no, since 2014. Okay, it's not that much recency bias, but Smeargle's been more polarizing in 2016, 2019 now. Had some usage in 2014. I don't think it was... Actually, yeah, I had a bit of usage in 2017. Marcus top 8 US Nats with it. So, Smeargle's definitely an interesting Pokemon. It's kind of like Mew in that, since it literally gets every move in the game, it's definitely problematic, and it's a pain to deal with. Volcanion is a really cool mon. Fire-water typing with a water immunity is really interesting. I don't feel like Volcanion would be that good, but I've also literally never used it. So, yeah. I don't know. I would love to do a VGC where Mythicals were allowed, like kind of like a spin-off format. I think that would be really cool, but it'll never be official because Mythicals aren't going to be allowed in VGC. So, moving on. Next tweet. Ban Tapu Fini, allow Calmu. Strong disagree. I hate this tweet. How do I delete someone else's Twitter? GE, my boy says, Chansey, banned, Rotom allowed. This seems more of like a personal thing. I don't know if I want Rotom in every... I don't know. You can allow one Pokemon in every format. I guess Rotom is pretty versatile, but I don't know. Ban nothing, allow everything. Interesting point. I think the comment section on YouTube would be very angry about that. Okay, here's Jamie Keen's tweet, which is the one that this is the one that I would personally do. You know, I'm objective. I'm not supposed to, you know, tell you guys what I think here. You know, I never give my opinion on anything. I never let you guys know what I'm thinking. But if I had to answer my own tweet, I would say ban Smeargle. His reasoning is it's always a guessing game and Moody is uncompetitive. I do agree with that. Allow, please give me Keldeo. I miss him so much. Now, I've never used Keldeo. But I think it's really cool. There's a lot of situations where having Keldeo, I remember until like 2015, 2013, 2012, like there was a lot of times where I was like, if only Keldeo was legal, you know? Water fighting typing, really cool offensively, has like some fair weaknesses, it's not too busted, I think. Good speed stat, and it's an offensive water type, which isn't super common. It's an offensive water type that didn't rely on Hydro Pump, you know? I mean, we have like Scald now, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. I guess you did rely on Hydro Pump before Scald was out, but yeah. Was Scald on Gen 5 or Gen 6? More research required. Anyway, Keldeo, really cool mon. I would love to use him. I agree with Jamie's tweet. This is the one that I would do personally. So, good on you, Jamie. We're on the same page. Next up, we have Gavin Michaels, who's known for his controversial opinions, definitely interesting opinions. And he says, Celestial. He was also known for being the 2013 national champion and beating me at my most recent tournament round 1 on stream. That's probably not what he's known for, but yeah, long time player, 2013 national champion, strong player. And Gavin says Celesteela, which is interesting. Without it, you get so much more room for building in 2017, since having 2 ways to hit it is no longer mandatory. Lega then says, let's get rid of the last viable ground immunity in 17, which I thought was pretty funny, personally. I think it's interesting Gavin wants to ban Celesteela, because I said, like, ban every single year. You can get rid of a Pokemon every year, like, year of VGC, and Celesteela was really only relevant for 1 year. I mean, it's only been out for, this is only its 3rd year, but we haven't seen really any of it in 2019, which is understandable. It's, you know, kind of a specialized format, but also, you know, it didn't see that much usage in 2018, as I recall. So I think it's interesting that he really, like, basically Gavin saying I can make one format better, but also Garchomp was a problem, my guy. Like, I don't know, Gavin. I don't know about that one. That's definitely a Gavin opinion for sure. But I'm not saying it's wrong. And okay, Regina. So Regina is dope. Top tier person. She does commentary. She's a VGC player. Very cool. She says, please ban / nerf pinch berries. They're basically nth mons. And Shadow Punch Marshadow. So I think this is really interesting, and I'm curious to see what other people think about pinch berries, because personally I think I like them. Like, they don't feel too busted to me. Like, obviously they're amazing items, but I do kind of like the aspect that they bring to a game, and I don't really, actually, you know what, I don't know why I like them, I just like them, you know, and maybe it's because I'm more of a defensive player, but I don't feel like I personally use pinch berries any better than anybody else does, you know? So this is really interesting to me, and I am kind of curious what other, like, do other people feel like they're obviously busted? They're obviously incredible items. And I think the most interesting thing to me about pinch berries is that sometimes on bulkier mons, you don't want them. Like, mons that are really bulky, it's kind of like the middle ground mons that really benefit a lot from pinch berries. So I think that's really interesting. And I'm going to be honest, I don't know anything about Shadow Punch Marshadow, but cool. Yeah, I'm on board. I think it steals, I think it has 7 soul stealing star strike smash. That it takes your boosts. I don't know what it does. Okay, moving on. Ban every single Pokemon in this format. Allow Mew with Metronome. Moving on. Ban Amoonguss. I know it seems weird, but Amoonguss is the true centralizing mon. It's not broken, but you need to always be prepared for it. It does what Ferrothorn wishes it could. Unrestrict Zeraora. What a fun... Bad word. Hey, can someone censor this? Please censor this. Fake out user. Interesting. I don't feel like Among Us is that busted anymore. If anyone played VGC in like 2011, 2012, 2013, yeah, Among Us is really strong. Among Us feels more fair now, but I think that's a fair answer, and I think Zero Aura is a really cool Pokemon. Moving on. Someone wants to allow Volcanion, someone wants to allow Keldeo. Real talk. Allow Keldeo. Real talk, why do his homies get to play, but not him? Thinking face. Peffin, strong player. Ban Smeargle or Xerneas, allow Marshadow. So we're seeing some trends here. A lot of banning Smeargles. Some we're seeing like allowing. It's interesting because when I said allow Pokemon, I was more thinking in terms of like good supporting Pokemon, like Incineroar, or Cresselia, or like Among Us, or I don't know, Thundurus. Thundurus. But it's been a lot of allowing restricted, which is interesting because like you think about Marshadow in a metagame like 2017. I don't know. You think about Volcanion or Keldeo in one of those metagames. I feel like every metagame has checks, right? Especially 2017 because it had like. The thing is, 2017 had Tapu Koko, which kind of shuts down a lot of the things that people mentioned, like Volcanion and Keldeo, and there are other Tapus as well, obviously, which shut down Keldeo. And then 2014, which is the other restricted metagame that's like most recent, has the Megas, which kind of balances some of these Pokemon. Like, yeah, Keldeo is good, but like, was Mega Mensch? No, Mega Mensch wasn't in 2014. Yeah, Keldeo would have been pretty good in 2014, but that was also the year that we had like Among Us was everywhere. Like, it was wild Among Us. Moving on. Desu is a really... I'm not going to read this thing because it's long, but I think Desu makes a good point here. He says hello, and he basically makes a good point that it's kind of a bad question. That's not what he says, but that's how I feel like about it. But I do think that's a fair point. That like really, it's not really the question doesn't make that much sense to ask, right? But what he says, if I could allow any one Pokemon from the Mythics, I would choose Volcanion with no doubt. So I'm seeing a lot of Volcanion, a lot of Keldeo, and a lot of Marshadow. Actually, not that much. Not that much. I think this one's interesting. Alex the RNG Lord says remove Smeargle for reasons we already talked about, and allow Porygon 2. It's literally one of the most balanced and well-rounded TR setters and can fit onto a lot of teams. I think that's a really interesting point, and I think that's a fair point, because Porygon 2, while bulky, is really susceptible to taunt, and like it doesn't really have an item slot that it can use. So this isn't one that would have come to my mind off the top of my head, but I actually think that's a really good point. Ban Toxicroak, allow the girl reading this. Oh, I'm blushing. Ban Primal Groudon, unban Magearna, so I can earn my wins fair and square. I haven't seen a lot of Magearna mentioned, so I think Magearna is probably for the best that it's banned, personally. I would not want to deal with Magearna every year. I think this is kind of the sentiment that's held by a lot of people who follow VGC, but maybe not, like, don't play as much. Ban Legendary and Mythics. Unban, let so many more niche Pokemon do their thing. Unban, let so many more niche Pokemon do their thing. Ban on Legends would make Hackmons less prevalent as well. So, that's definitely a point that a lot of people probably feel. Moving on. Ban Wolfey, allow Agumon. Moving on. Ban Landers, allow Mew. We've got another Mew. 7 likes. That's a lot of likes. Agati, strong Latin American player. Ban Smeargle, allow Among Us. So this is kind of the opposite of what the person said earlier about Among Us being busted. Good point about Among Us. Ban Smeargle, out Keldeo. Doing this with VGC 15S meta in mind. Don't know what S means, but... Oh, VGC 15's meta in mind. Yeah. Same as Jamie Keen, I agree. A lot of ban Smeargle. Allow Arcanine. Okay, this looks like some personal bias, though, as I can tell. Let's see, anything else? Ban Landers, allow Keldeo. So Keldeo's picking up some steam. Here's one. Ban Incineroar, allow Deoxys. I think Deoxys would be pretty scary. I don't think it would be that busted, but I think it would be something annoying to play against. I haven't used Deoxys enough to really know. A lot of ban Smeargle. Oh, I like this one. Ban everyone better than me. Allow anyone significantly worse than me. Moving on. Ban Smeargle, allow Victini. Victini hasn't gotten a ton of mentions. I think it would be really scary, though. I remember in draft, I was like, yeah, Victini, whatever. It like kind of looks dumb, but should be like no problem. But then I played against him in draft league, and I was like, oh wait, choice banned Victini, like 2 goes everything. Different in singles versus doubles, also different when you have Intimidate. So I don't think it would be that good, but has good coverage, has good it has like Glaciate for some reason. I don't know. Maybe that's an event move. I think that's an event move. Smeargle. Ban Smeargle, allow Volcanion. Ban Smeargle, allow Ditto's Z-Transform. That's allowed, my guy. Oh, wait, but not every year. Okay, that's fair. Ban Late Flights, allow Bagels. Mr. Brandles gets me. Eric1337 Cube Man, thank you. Ban Smeargle, allow Landorus. Ban Kyogre, allow Jirachi. You know, Jirachi's something that I'm surprised hasn't gotten more notice. Because I love Jirachi, but also in VGC, I don't think Follow Me would be legal. I believe that's an event move. It's definitely an event move, so yeah. But I do think Jirachi's a really cool mon. Although honestly, can you imagine like losing games, getting like Iron Head flinched 5 or 6 times in a row? Ugh, don't want to read the tweets about that. Am I right, ladies? Moving on. Glameow. Interesting. What if we ban Incineroar? I feel like this is sorted by likes, so I feel like so I'm just scrolling down, guys, and I feel like yeah, this is gonna get interesting. Let's see. Ban Smeargle allow. I don't care because I just fixed VGC forever. Ban nothing because since Gen 7 it's balanced. AF allow probably Mew. I think Mew would be really good. I've already talked about Mew, but yeah, I think Mew is interesting. Ban Mega Ray allow Celebi. We haven't seen a lot of Celebi. I love Celebi. I don't think it would be that good, but I don't think it would be that bad either. It wouldn't be that good. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. Okay, 2017. Moving on. Mega Diancie. Haven't seen much of that. Interesting. Ban Celesteal in 17, Among Us in 18. This seems more short-sighted and doesn't answer my question, but it's still, you know what, I still respect it. Ice Bullet, 67. Mega Diancie in 18, probably. I mean, Mega Metagross was really good. I don't know how much use Mega Diancie would have gotten. Ban all legendaries, allow always Levitate Gengar. Yes, I agree with the second part of this tweet.
Legendaries are so unfair. Man, everyone uses the same Pokemon. It makes me really mad. Meh, competitive Pokemon is so dumb. Everyone just uses these legendaries. Meh. Why does nobody use Pachirisu anymore? Meh, VGC's so bad now. Meh.
Okay, moving on. Okay, here's another Smeargle Keldeo. So I've seen, I mean, maybe this is confirmation bias, but I've seen a lot of ban Smeargle allow Keldeo. Smeargle is by far the most obvious choice. Moody plus being able to learn any move adds luck/guesswork to a game already riddled with RNG issues. I don't know if I'd say riddled. Ban him and force people to use niche Pokemon for the same role, like Pachirisu. Give us back Pachirisu. VGC players nowadays, every night Sejun Park goes to bed and he cries because you don't use Pachirisu. Sorry, I just get really passionate about this. Keldeo does well against Intimidate Mons, but isn't OP in doubles. I know I read that in a dumb voice. I actually do agree with that tweet. I think that's, I mean, not all of it, right? But I think I do agree with that tweet. Okay, I like this one. I would ban all legends, pseudos, and mythical Pokemon. Okay, as long as we ban the mythicals, guys. I don't want any mythicals in my VGC. That would be, yeah, VGC is ruined by mythical Pokemon. Then, allow one duplicate Pokemon that must have a different moveset. For example, support Arcanine and attack Arcanine. You know what? I haven't given it that much thought, so I'm not saying for sure. I'm not saying no for sure. I'm just saying I was surprised by that tweet. That's all. Ban Mega Gengar, allow Shaman Landform. From Cased VGC story. That's interesting. I don't feel like Mega Gengar's... I mean, Mega Gengar's really good, let's be fair. But I think Shaman Landform is an interesting mon. I don't know that much about it, but Seed Flare is a really good attack, although missing, I think it's only 85% accurate, which definitely is gonna... you know, that will lead to some VGC tweets, I'll tell you. But I think it could be a really interesting mon. And Skyform I think is busted, but Landform seems more balanced. Let's see. Ban Smeargle, I generally don't care what's allowed otherwise. Hey, as long as Smeargle's gone, I agree. Ban Mega Steelix, allow Mega Steelix. I like half of this tweet, and I'll let you guys figure this out. I'm seeing some more Keldeo. I'm not flipping through everything. I'm not showing everything on screen here. Actually, I'm not showing anything for being objective, but, yes. Ban Among Us, allow Keldeo. People hate Among Us. I wonder what Among Us did wrong. I mean, you can only get spored so many times until you've kind of had enough. Here's one. Ban Mega Gengar, allow Zeraora. So that's interesting. Zeraora, I don't know that much about it. I know it's crazy fast. I actually don't know how fast it is. I actually don't know if it's faster than Coco, but I know it gets Plasma Fist, which is a cool attack. I feel like Zeraora would be pretty good. I don't know enough about it, to be honest, but yeah, I feel like Zeraora wouldn't be that busted. I don't think it's that strong, especially it's a physical attacker, I believe, for the most part. And it's a metagame with like a lot of it. Like VGC always has Intimidate, so I could definitely get behind Zeraora being allowed. I think it would be interesting, and it's just cool to have another fake out user, like especially a fast one, because a lot of the fast fake out users aren't that good. Okay, that looks like almost everything. The very last tweet that I want to share is ban India's Nats, allow Hui and Dui's triplet Pui to come to some events, and Dui does clarify that the name his triplet's name is Louis. Louis? Am I saying the same thing? We're gonna have to do a follow. We're gonna do an interview with Louis. It sounds. I swear it sounds the same, but it feels different in my head. Do you guys feel what I'm saying? Do you guys understand me? Was this a good look? Oh yeah. By the way, sponsored. Thank you to HyperX for this cool hoodie that I've been wearing nonstop. HyperX, get your game on. I don't know what the tagline is. Anyway, this has been Wolfey reads some people tweet at him that nobody cared about. And has bad hair. Sorry. Don't look at me. Excuse me, don't look at me. Thank you. Thank you very much to the Uzi Gunner for editing this for me. Really appreciate it. We're going to be trying out, so as you guys know, I don't edit any of my videos because I'm the worst. So the Uzi Gunner has very graciously agreed to help me out a little bit. So we're going to be trying out some new, trying to improve the quality of my bad videos. So if you guys like what he did, or if you have any feedback, please leave a comment down below. If there's anything about this video that you disagree with, or that you agree with, or that you have your own thoughts as to what would be good to ban, or what would be good to allow, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because YouTube keeps unsubscribing people from me. And I really just want 100,000 subscribers. I know we're really far off, but like, maybe one day. I just want the plaque, guys. Just can I have the plaque? I can't do well in VGC anymore, so I need something, right? So please subscribe, tell your friends, tell your mom, tweet at me with whatever you want. Thank you for calling, and goodbye.